Gilbert the Good-Hearted Jackal, Gilbert's Thanksgiving Parade by Alex Foster. The savannah of Masai Mara, Kenya were almost empty. Gilbert and the Jackal were visiting Gwen Springhare's burrow. She's come out of her house. "Hey Gilbert," she cried, "I saw on the TV there's a Thanksgiving parade coming in the savannah." "Yep, Gwen," Gilbert barked. "Everyone in the savannah were on home and they're working on their floats so they can have their big golden turkey award." "It's your float when you're home?" asked Gwen. "Yep, I have," Gilbert answered. "My boss and I were finally built it, remember? There's a new wagon, it's a huge solid box, and there's a fake gun, and we built a statue of Pilgrim on the top of a float." "Wow, that is one cool float," Gwen squeaked. "Let's use your float." She hopped on Gilbert's back. "Well, okay," barked Gilbert. "Let's go back to my boss's burrow and we use my float." And they set off to Gilbert's boss's burrow. While Gilbert and Gwen traveled on the savannah, Gilbert's friends Swiper the Lion were coming out of his house. "Hi, Gilbert. How's your Thanksgiving float coming?" he asked. "Well," Gilbert answered nervously, "my float is ready now. I think I could do this." "I know you are nervous," Swiper replied. "You could do it for your award." "I know," squeaked Gwen crossly. "We are ready for a parade." Swiper roared. "Good luck, you two. The parade's tomorrow morning." "We can do it," barked Gilbert. Gilbert and Gwen are walking towards the Mare Angel, and the angel mare of Africa's Glickenglocken sat in the shade of acacia tree. She stands up, and she saw them, and she said, "Hey Gilbert, Gwen, what's up?" "Tomorrow's Thanksgiving parade, and we need your help," both Gilbert and Gwen said. And Gilbert barked, "Gwen doesn't have a float, and my float is ready for a parade tomorrow. Can't you see?" Mare Angel answered sweetly, "Sure, I'll help you both. I will build a float for your friend Gwen, Gilbert." "So tell me, Gilbert, what is a Thanksgiving parade?" she asked. "And Thanksgiving parade is a favorite activity where people got their floats with turkeys, pumpkins, Indians, and pilgrims," explained Gilbert. Mare Angel got both turkey and pumpkin glued into a piece of wood, and she got 4 reels screwed on the bottom of the wood. She also got a long piece of string tied up a nail. "There, Gwen, it's done," Mare Angel said. "Your own float. You're both going to win." Gwen shook her head. "Yeah, I don't think so. Thanks." "Come on, Gwen," barked Gilbert. "Let's go to the other floats." Gilbert and Gwen looked at the butter bucket float made by Dake the hippopotamus. He also got a pilgrim feature by his hippo calf daughter Donna. "My dear," said Dake, "for our golden turkey award, every animal likes our float. They will get our butter." Next, they spied on Miss Sour Hyena and her cub son Rocky. They also got their float, and they got their orange statue of the Hyena Witch. "My son, our float is finally ready," shouted Miss Sour Hyena. "Everyone likes our float, the Witch Hyena. Our greatest float in Kenya, and the dopey mare ostrich will give us award." And her young hyena cub said, "Me too." They also spied on Willard the elephant and his cat son Willard Jr. They also got their Indian float. They dressed on Indian headbands with feathers. Their float also got a teepee tent. Willard was trumpeting his son, and he said proudly, "Junior, this is the best Indian tri-float a savannah could ever seen." Last, they also spied on Swiper and his cub son Sam. Their float also got a pride rock, where the group of lions are called. Son, I wonder where every animal will bow down to us and the mayor ostrich will give us a golden turkey award, he said. I can't wait to see my friend Gilbert's float. I could use such a roar. When Gilbert and Gwen finally made it to his boss's burrow, Gilbert was so sad about every float who was buried in theirs. Everyone in Africa, their floats are better than ours. We'll never win, yelped Gilbert. Let's just say, Gilbert, those vultures were picking on me with no reason. I blame those feather bullies, said Gwen. Then they heard a sound coming out of the burrow. It was Gilbert's boss, and he saw Gilbert and Gwen just standing there. Gilbert, he called. Could you like to help me to get that float out of burrow? Sure, Gilbert said, and he came to help. Gilbert's boss put Gilbert's float harness on him. Gilbert pulled the beautiful float out of his boss's burrow, and his boss helped him to push. Gwen was so amazed about Gilbert's float. She jumps on the float. Wow, Gilbert, Gwen squeaked. You have an amazing float. May I get on? Okay, but careful, barked Gilbert. You got missing something? Gwen got a piece of wheeled wood with a turkey and a pumpkin on it. She put it on Gilbert's float. Now we made it, she said. Gilbert whined. I guess we go to the parade for a little while. The next morning, Gilbert's boss so tired. Gilbert and Gwen showed their Kenyan friends about their beautiful float for the parade. What is one heck of the float, Gilbert? Trumpeted Willard. That is one cool float, dude, bellowed Dake. Is that your float? Asked Swiper. Yep, barked Gilbert. We got from his boss's burrow, said Gwen. The mayor ostrich of Masai Mara, Kenya gave a golden turkey award for Gilbert and Gwen. That is the most beautiful float I ever seen, Mr. Jackal, he said. You must be proud. Gilbert smiled. Yep, we are much proud. Let the parade begin. Then the parade began. The animals and Mere Angel all cheering at Gilbert and Gwen. They were in the front, and they chanting, Gilbert and Gwen! Gilbert and Gwen! When the parade is over, Gilbert and Gwen high-fived with their front paws. Swiper and Sam were so very proud of both of them. We both did it, barked Gilbert. We did work together, Gwen, for our float. I know, Gwen said. Miss Sour Hyena stomped her front paw as she growled, How don't I think of that, you losers? So Mary Jo bought a young fried turkey for the Glicken Glocken grocery store, and she gave the carnivores and began to feast, and shared by Swiper, Miss Sour Hyena, Rocky, and Sam. She also got in vegetables for the produce aisle, and she gave Gwen and Gilbert. I like your float, guys, she said. Yep, Gwen squeaked. Look, Mere Angel made it. Everyone laughed. It's just a little turkey and pumpkin with the wheels on a piece of wood, trumpeted Willard. That is the cutest float I've ever seen, said Swiper. That is the little float, barked Gilbert proudly. Mere Angel made it just for us. Anyway, the mayor brought a trophy for us. Gilbert, Gwen, and Mere Angel were going to Gwen's burrow. Her mother, Mrs. Springhair, were coming out of her house. Gwen, Gilbert, my darlings, I'm so proud of you both. I saw you two on my TV. There was your beautiful float on the savannah, she said. Thanks, Mama, Gwen said. Mere Angel was the one who made a little float for me, and Gilbert helped me with his huge float, and we bought a golden turkey award. You three did? Asked Mrs. Springhair. Good job, guys. Look, we are saying, Gwen, said Gilbert. I know, Gwen said. They shouted, "Happy Thanksgiving!" The end.